Today we're with St. Helens High School junior Michelle Sass. She's a catcher on the softball team. They've got a first round playoff game tonight. Excited about the game?
Oh yeah, pretty not focusing in school. A little jittery.
Yeah?
Really excited. Texting my coach nonstop.
Trying to figure out where the game is going to be?
And if we get out early to go take the tarp off and all that fun stuff, so.
So have you been keeping an eye out the window during class all day too?
Oh yeah, and the radar online.
So last year when you guys played in the playoffs, you had kind of a similar deal where it was raining and then you had to switch, go to a different field, play 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
How much did you like that last year?
I hated that. I'm pretty sure last year I got out 6th period, and we have 7 periods. 6th and 7th period I was sweeping the tarp off, so that wasn't fun. And then I was soaked before the game even started, and then we had to take the tarp off to line it. Then we put the tarp back on. None of us got to warm up on the field. Me and Mariah had to go warm up in some grass with metal cleats on. That's not fun. And then we had to take the tarp off, roll it up, and then Hermiston helped us this whole time. So props to them. And then we played the game, and it was the 4th inning, wasn't it? Because after 5, the game's over. So it was the 4th inning, and then it's pouring down rain. And like, oh, we can still play. And then I'm looking at pictures now, and I'm like, we should not have played. I was like soaked and muddy, and yeah. And then moving fields, like, I don't know. We had already had a team talk about what the game had been like so far, because the game was over, obviously. And so it was just kind of frustrating having to already have a team talk, having to re-warm up, having to restart the game, like we had to have a play talk, I think, too. And it's just I don't like. I like playing all the way through. We should not have played, I don't think. But, I mean, it is playoffs, and you kind of have to get the game in.
Right.
So, yeah.
So if it's in a situation like that tonight where it's kind of iffy, would you rather give up the home field advantage of playing here and then just go to Hillsborough tonight and get it all done at once, or try and play here if at all possible?
I don't know. That's kind of tough because, like, right now it's looking good outside, But if it is going to rain, and I mean, if we go to Hillsborough Stadium, there's a chance of thunderstorms. So pretty much either way we go, we're like, there's a chance of us not playing. But I think I'd rather, first, like, if there's like 100% chance of rain, I'd rather go to Hillsborough Stadium, because we did play good on turf this year. We did play good in the rain. Mariah pitched good in the rain. I mean, like, I wouldn't want to play 2 games in a row, assuming that we win, hoping that we win. And so yeah, I want to play today, and we're all ready. We're in the mindset of playing today, and re-gearing up to do it tomorrow. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, that can be tough.
Yeah.
So you guys have got Marist. Do you know much about them?
Yes. Me and Mariah played against their pitcher and like a few of their other players in summer ball, and so I've actually caught their pitcher, and so I kind of have an advantage there, but not really. I caught her for like 15 minutes at a camp, and so I know like what she throws, how she throws, and so like then that gives us a scouting report on them, but they also have that on us, knowing, well, hopefully they'd be smart enough to do that, but. Yeah, and then Little actually went and scouted them, so that helps a lot. She knows, like, their batting and all that they had struggles with and what they did not have struggles with, so I think we know a good deal about them. We did our job coming up into the game.
Do you think having, because you guys have everybody except for your sister pretty much back this year, do you think having that playoff experience from last year is going to be extra beneficial? Will that help a lot?
Yeah. And I think that us being together, like the only one person graduated, and yeah, she was a big person, but I feel like we have done a good job like adjusting to that and keeping the same team. Like, we're obviously gonna have more success because we know each other, we know how each other play, and I just think I like it. I've actually been thinking about that quite a bit. Like, we only had one person graduate, and we did pretty good last year, so if we don't do better this year, then that's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, we have to make it past the first round. In my 3 years of high school, I'm not a senior yet. My 3 years of high school, I haven't made it past the first round, and that's kind of frustrating. So it's gonna happen.
So talking about improving, this year you guys were league co-champs. That's something you haven't done in like 20 years about. But there are teams right behind you that are higher in the power rankings than you, and since that's how the playoffs are kind of ranked, how does that make you feel as a player?
It just gives us a little more of a drive. I mean, the rankings are wrong, obviously, but they had a tougher preseason than we did, like all the teams ahead of us, and we obviously didn't do very good in the preseason. Like, we lost the first 3 games and lost a few more after that, so that was pretty much what we kind of screwed ourselves in that aspect. So then again, we did beat the teams that are ahead of us. I mean, Putnam beat us once, and Sandy beat us once, but we also... Sandy beat us once. So, yeah, so then, like, I feel like we should be more closer, but then we beat Liberty twice, and then the rest of them we haven't played. So, it's just frustrating. We do have a really good league, though, and we have 4 teams in the top 8, and then the rest... Like, Wilsonville and Sherwood made it past play-ins, so we had a pretty good league, and so it was... I still think rankings are stupid. They're dumb.
Now, on a personal level, this year you've done really well. You've hit over 400, 28 RBIs, 28 runs scored in 25 games, I think. A bunch of doubles, a couple triples. How does that compare to what you kind of expected for yourself coming into the season?
I expected a lot more. I don't know. I hold myself to a very, very, very high standard, and like, it's frustrating in the games where like we play the weaker teams and the weaker pitchers. It's frustrating when I hit it right to people. I think in the Park Rose game I hit, and the Wilsonville game, I hit like line drives that are good hits, but they're hitting right to people. Like, one girl caught it like behind her. It's frustrating. And so I know I could have done better, and it just kind of fuels me for next year too, and for the state, all state recognition, to keep on going with my good season, and to get higher recognition than I did in the league.
So, going on that, since you obviously set the bar pretty high, are you happy with being co-champs in the league?
No. Oh, no. That Sandy game, the Sandy game I feel real bad about, because I had bases loaded and once again hit it right to someone. And if I would have hit it like a foot higher, she wouldn't have been able to jump and get it. And so, and then like the Putnam game, that was real frustrating, because we had already beaten them. We came in maybe a little too confident, but I don't know. We should have gone. There's 8 teams in our league, so we should have gone 14-0. And it's frustrating that we didn't, but we just improve on it, I guess.
Yeah. What do you guys need to do to improve and go forward to have some success in the postseason? What are the keys to win, not only tonight but going forward?
Hit, defend well, because we are in the postseason. These are the better teams, and they are gonna, get a few hits off Mariah. We need to not freak out about that, because it'd be awesome if she got 13 strikeouts or more tonight, but I know she probably will. But if she doesn't, like, we have to beat up behind her, and then we have to hit behind her, because obviously you're not going to score if you don't, or you're not going to win if you don't score. And we need to not be overconfident. We need to look at one game at a time. We need to look at Marist today, and then if we beat Marist or when we beat Marist, we need to look at Friday, and then we need to look at Friday on its own and keep on going from there. If you look too far ahead, like, yeah, I know what time the game's at, the state championship game, I know when it's at, I know where it's at, like, so I just need to stop thinking about that and just go today, Friday, Tuesday, whenever. So, and then we need to do that as a team also. So, if we don't, then we're pretty much not doing ourselves any favors.
Okay. Well, good luck tonight, and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
You bet.